Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The morning sun spilled golden light across Emmerdale, but inside the Woolpack, the atmosphere was far from warm. Gossip had begun to swirl like autumn leaves, and the tension was palpable. Everyone had been talking about Ray, the quiet, charming newcomer who had slowly embedded himself into village life. He had always seemed harmless, friendly enough, but no one could have guessed just how much trouble he was hiding. It all started with a casual conversation in the village square. Charity Dingle had cornered Ray, accusing him of acting suspiciously around the old Miller farm. Ray laughed it off, brushing the accusation aside with a wave of his hand. "You're imagining things, Charity," he said, his voice calm, too calm, but the smirk on his face didn't quite reach his eyes. Later that afternoon, the village was stunned. Ray had slipped, literally, on the icy path outside the local shop. But this wasn't just any slip. As he fell, he instinctively grabbed a box from his coat, and in the chaos it tumbled open. What spilled onto the frozen pavement sent everyone gasping. Stacks of stolen property, jewelry, cash, and even items reported missing from various homes across Emmerdale. The villagers froze, their mouths agape, staring at the evidence of Ray's deception. Aaron Dingle was the first to break the silence, anger flashing in his eyes. "That's from the Taylor house, and that's missing from the Millers," he shouted, pointing at the scattered loot. Ray scrambled to gather the items, but his smooth facade had shattered. "It's not what it looks like," he protested, but the murmurs and gasps drowned him out. For weeks, Ray had charmed the villagers, helping at the farm, attending community events, and even lending a hand at the pub, but now his true colors were laid bare. Chaz Dingle, furious and heartbroken, grabbed him by the collar. "How could you, all this time pretending to be one of us?" she yelled. Ray's usual composure faltered. His eyes darted around, searching for an escape, but there was none. Every villager present had witnessed the betrayal firsthand. But the shocking twist wasn't just the theft, it was the confession that followed. With a shaky voice, Ray admitted that he wasn't acting alone. I didn't plan to do this by myself," he stammered. The villagers leaned in, sensing something darker. "There's someone else in Emmerdale, someone you trust." Whispers erupted like wildfire. Who could he mean? The friendly baker? The seemingly harmless handyman? The quiet schoolteacher? Suspicion twisted through the village like a storm. Everyone's eyes flicked nervously at each other. By evening, the Woolpack was a frenzy of speculation. Rumors of betrayal and deceit raced faster than anyone could track. One thing was certain, Emmerdale would never feel the same again. Trust had been shattered, alliances questioned, and every smiling face now carried a hint of doubt. As Ray was escorted away by the local police, he threw one last glance over his shoulder, a sly smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. It was a smirk that promised the story was far from over, and that the next shocking twist was just around the corner. In Emmerdale, the calm village life had been turned upside down, and no one could predict who would be the next to fall.